Dear students, good morning. Welcome back to the online session of Sri Kodilam Public School, Vadagara. I hope all of you are fine. Are you so happy now? Okay, this is the time for us to realize the value of money, value of food, and the value of time. Don't forget that. Okay, now we can start the next part of this lesson, rolling from the countryside. Did you remember what did we discuss the last class? Last class, we discussed the revenue system introduced by the East India Company. What were the three revenue systems they introduced? Okay. Okay, the three revenue system that were permanent settlement, Mahalwari settlement, and the Monroe system. Clear it. Then now we want to discuss then how did the East India Company they expand their cultivation in India? Okay, then first, then here in the Indian land, the rural areas they used not only for collecting the revenue, gradually they used these areas for cultivation purpose also. And whatever the goods had high demand in the European market, they started to produce these goods in Indian villages. Clear? And they forced the Indian village people or the farmer to produce such like items. Instead of allowing them to produce the traditional crops, they were asked to cultivate the goods that were high demand in the European market. Example, indigo, opium, like that items. Clear it. Then they were forced to grow the different crops like jute. In Bengal, the farmers were forced to cultivate what? Jute, and Assam, tea, and sugar cane. United Provinces, the people were asked to cultivate what? The sugar cane. And Punjab areas, they were asked to cultivate wheat, and Maharashtra and Punjab cotton and rice in Madras. Clear? These areas, the farmers or the peasants were forced to cultivate such like crops. Then whatever the crops had high demand in the European market. Understood? Now see this print. Listen. Then the two prints you can see. The first one, that is the Kalamkari print, that is created by the weavers of Andhra Pradesh. Clear it? And the next one, that is Morris print. The Morris print that is created by the William Morris. William Morris, he was a famous English poet and an artist. Can you identify any similarity in this print? Okay, very good. Then both use the rich color. This rich color that produced from which plant? Indigo plant. Clear it? Indigo plant then that produce the blue color. And Morris, please listen, the Morris print and the Kalamkari print, both print used this rich color. Understood? India was the biggest supplier of indigo. Listen, India supplied the indigo to the European countries in 19th century, and there was a high demand for Indian indigo when compared to the other type of the color. Clear it? Why there was a high demand for Indian indigo, that we can discuss now. Clear it? Then indigo plants, please listen, that grow mainly in the tropical regions near to the equator areas. Listen, indigo plants that grow mainly in where? The tropical regions. And Indian indigo was being used by the manufacturers of European countries. Listen, then like that of Italy, France and Britain, they preferred what? The Indian indigo. Then small accounts of Indian indigo only reached into the European market, and the indigo had high price. So then European manufacturers, instead of using the indigo, they used what? The woad, another plant using for making the color. Woad, W-O-A-D. Clear it? The woad, that is another plant, and that is using for making the color. Because of the high prices of the Indian indigo, the European manufacturers, they started to use what? The watch. And the wood cultivator, they pressurized or they forced the European government to ban the import of indigo because they were not getting high demand for wood. Clear it? Wood plants that mainly grow in temperate zone. Listen it. And so more easily available in Europe, grown in Italy, southern France, parts of Germany and Britain. And there was a competition from indigo. So that is why what happened, they forced the government to want to ban the supply of or the import of indigo. Clear it? They wanted to get more and more demand for wood. Understood? But the European cloth manufacturers, they preferred indigo. Why? Then when compared to the wood, indigo produced rich blue color. The wood producing then dull and pale color. Listen, indigo produce or indigo color, that's very bright blue color, but the wood that was what? Dull and pale. So in 19th century, the European manufacturers, they preferred wood indigo color. Clear it? Then in 17th century, so the manufacturers, they asked the government to relax the ban of the indigo import because they wanted indigo also. They preferred indigo also. So they asked the government to relax the ban of indigo import. And the French began cultivating indigo in its colony. The French had its colony in San Domingo in Caribbean, North America. Listen, they introduced the slave system in these areas because they wanted to cultivate sugar then as well as the indigo in where in this San Domingo. But the French people were not ready to go and do the work or go and do the cultivation. So what did they do? They bought the slaves from where Africa and they were carried to where this Caribbean colonies. And in 1791, these colonies people or the slaves in the colonies, then they turned against the slave system and then they turned against the plantation owners, and this caused for the decline of indigo production in San Domingo or the Caribbean colony. Clear it? And in 1792, then the French government, they abolished the slave system existed in the French colony or in San Domingo. Clear it? The same way, the Portuguese, they produced or they cultivated indigo in Brazil. The Brazil, that was the colony of Portuguese, and English colony Jamaica and the Spanish colony Venezuela. Clear? Indigo plantations, they started in many parts of the North America. What is meant by plantation? Vast areas they used for cultivating the same type of the plants. I hope all of you saw that. Then here tea plantations, rubber plantations, that is then vast areas using for the cultivation of the same type of the crops. Clear it? Then in North America, they started the indigo plantation. But the plantation workers, they faced lot of troubles under the colonial government, not getting the good wages, and they were forced to do the long hours work. Like that, lot of troubles they faced. But in 18th century, you know that industrialization occurred. Where did it happen first of all? Then industrialization first of all started in Britain. So after industrialization, then what happened? The cotton textile production increased. Listen, so there was a high demand of indigo. They wanted more and more indigo to dye the cotton clothes. So what did they do? Then they started to depend on India for importing the indigo because the other countries gradually they stopped the supply of indigo. Their indigo cultivation declined. Clearly see this chart. Then demand for Indian indigo. Why Indian? Please listen. Indigo produced the rich color. but the what produced the pale and dull color, and the supply of indigo that was declined from other countries. So there was a high demand for Indian indigo. Understood? Then see this picture. This one, first one, then indigo plant. Next one, wort plant. This plant, indigo plant, they used for producing the blue color, and the wort that producing the violet and the blue color. Clear it? Okay. Then now what did we discuss today? Clear? Then what did we understand? What did we learn today? Did you clear? Then we discussed the Europeans, they used the Indian village for cultivation purposes. Mainly they cultivated indigo and opium as well as the different crops, whatever the crops had high demand in the European market. And why there was a high demand for Indian indigo? Listen it. Understood? Okay, the next class we can discuss why did the Britain turn to India for collecting the indigo. I hope all of you understood. Okay, don't forget you have to complete the notes and to send me. Okay, thank you.